Hey, what's up, wrestling fans? It's your boy, Big Joe Yarbrough, wrestling's biggest fan by at least 60 pounds. And I'm here with, what do I even say? Because, I mean, partners and loyalty and brand friendships are just out the window.
Yeah, but my name is Dylan Pack, and today we covered Survivor Series yesterday. Today we've got Raw to talk about. And wow, Raw was a bunch of big dog.
Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down.
And we're back here at the dgenerationxl podcast, where we bring you all things wrestling.
All around the world.
And man, we were pretty harsh and very critical of Survivor Series, not because of us being our regular AEW mark selves, but because TakeOver War Games was so good, and with all the buildup they had of Survivor Series, we figured it was going to be as good, if not better, and it just kind of became a letdown. And then we saw the previews for Raw, and there was just nothing about Raw that was like, wow.
There was two downfalls to Survivor Series. One was that TakeOver War Games was just phenomenal. Absolutely an incredible pay-per-view. But also the main event of Survivor Series, the thing that was supposed to send you home with a smile, the thing that you're supposed to remember about the pay-per-view, just totally dumped the bed, dude.
Yeah, totally did. And you know what? It's just like, I feel like WWE almost wants to continue to get your hopes up so you stick around, and they want to build competition, because I am now very excited for Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm honestly very excited for AEW on Wednesday and not excited for NXT, because I'm thinking, well, if Raw was like that, they're probably just like keep giving a lot of the talent a break.
No, I'm kind of really excited for NXT. I feel like if there is somebody that's going to start propelling us towards the Rumble and Mania, I think it'll be NXT. Question, do you think that NXT will be in the Rumble this year?
They're not. They're doing their own event. Did you not see it?
No.
Worlds Collide. It's NXT versus NXT UK. They won't even be a part of the Rumble.
Stupid.
They'll probably have random call-ups to be in the Rumble, but they're not involved in the Rumble. They're probably not involved in Mania, so this is just a one-off thing. Because they announced Worlds Collide for NXT UK and NXT at Royal Rumble weekend. It's on Saturday. And then they also announced Worlds Collide again, and it's the same thing, just at Access. Because remember, there's no 205 anymore. It used to be 205
versus NXT
versus
UK.
NXT versus NXT UK. It's just the same thing again at Access. So they're not a part of it. So anyway, we open up Raw with some heat, because we're burning it down with the whole roster of Raw, burning it down around the ringside. They gathered around the campfire to watch him burn it down. And Rollins decided to do a town hall meeting, which went so well for Shane O'Mac.
Okay, listen. You're talking, dude. You're talking down on it right now, but we both sat there and enjoyed this segment.
I did not. I told you.
Don't even.
You enjoyed it. I was like, he's doing a town hall meeting. Oh my god! Because that went so bad.
What came at the beginning of Raw, when we started watching this episode, we both were like, town hall. And as it went on, we were like, wow, Seth Rollins is a little feisty on the mic tonight.
You said he was feisty, but then I also said it's not making any sense. So first off, he says, I gathered the whole entire roster. Where's your fiance who lost the main event?
Who's his fiance?
You didn't hear?
No.
Dude, Seth Rollins is engaged to Becky Lynch.
That's my girl. How's he engaged to my girl?
Okay, dude. We're doing this right now. Now I see how this feels. This isn't fun. Get your own gimmick. Anyway, his fiance's not here. Why is he not laying into her? Hey, the man, you lost to Shayna Baszler. But dude, that was
her and Nick Jackson look a lot alike.
Yeah, without a mouthpiece. Jackson's a mouthpiece. But yeah, no Becky Lynch, no Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. Well, Brock Lesnar's on SmackDown.
No, he's on Raw.
Oh no, he's on Raw. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Raw. So then what made no sense is he goes, all of you guys dropped the ball. Well, Eric and Ivar are the only team that won. So why are you looking at them like, yeah, everyone lost. Everyone dropped the ball here.
We're all together.
No, he's like, and then he says, you all suck. So I get him trying to I didn't know if it was a full heel turn or what. I hate the in-betweeners. just rip the Band-Aid off because it gives more of a pop than the slow burn. I don't like the slow burn of a heel turn.
Slow burn it down.
The slow burn it down is
Yeah.
not cool. Like what made a great heel turn for Seth Rollins in the beginning was the suddenness of turning on the Shield,
Yeah.
not the slow burn because the slow
burn it down.
The slow burn it down was with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and everyone thought, is Dean going to turn? Is Roman going to turn? Is Dean going to turn? But when it was the sudden, oh, it's Seth, it just made for better television. When you got him going out there kind of being like, we all own it, Randy Orton, you are the weak link. Okay, dude, like, you didn't even get in the match until, like, 3 guys have been eliminated. You're the captain. Why didn't you start the match?
Yeah.
Makes no damn sense.
I get it. But what happened at the end of this, I liked. So he was calling everybody out by name. Randy Orton, you're the weakest link. Then he called out AOP. You weren't even there. Like, we could have used you. AOP walks away. He calls out Rey Mysterio.
Calls out my queen.
Calls out Charlotte
calls
Flair.
out my queen.
And one by one, as he's calling these people out, they're not replying. He's begging them to come into the ring and say something and have something to say for themselves. But they just keep leaving one by one until eventually all the Raw superstars just start walking back into the locker room. And me and Joseph go, where's Kevin Owens? I don't see Kevin Owens walking away.
Absolutely.
And so Kevin Owens steps into the ring with Seth Rollins.
Mind you, also, Aleister Black's not out there either.
I honestly don't know who all was out there. I
It's
didn't
supposed
get
to be
it.
the whole roster.
Yeah, I just
there
didn't
was
get
no
a.
Aleister, there was no Brock.
I mean, if
no
that's
Becky.
it, there was no Buddy Murphy either.
Buddy Murphy was out there. He was out there because I looked for him.
I didn't see him.
Buddy was out there. The only person else wasn't there was Bobby Lashley, Lana, or Rusev. But then we found out later about Rusev. We'll get to. But
Yeah, that great storyline. So Kevin Owens steps into the ring with Seth Rollins with a mic, and basically Seth Rollins just
burning it down. Just burning it down. Dude.
they go back and forth on the mic, setting up a match later in the night.
He doesn't go back and forth. He just rams into Kevin Owens saying that, like, Kevin's about to talk, and Rollins just keeps cutting him off, saying, like, I get it. You want my spot. You know, like, you'll never be Seth Rollins. You're too fat and lazy. It's like, okay, we get it, dude. Like, or a lazy piece of crap is what he says. And then Owens just in typical big boy Stone Cold fashion just stunners him.
There was a while where I was like, wow, he's really getting that stunner down, and now he's kind of falling off. He's not getting it really clean
it's
anymore.
Just a weird. I don't like the stunner. I've never really liked the stunner.
I liked. Well, Stone Cold did it perfectly.
He did, but it was.
But I think Kevin Owens is really slow at it. Like, not because he's like a big guy. He's just like not fast at executing the move.
Yeah, there's a grace to it. Anyway, that's what we get. So then we find out from this that Rollins has challenged Owens for a match later on in the night.
Perfect. Oh my God, so perfect. So then we get the almighty Bobby Lashley, who his music hits. And
so we lit the dog crap on fire.
Yeah, now it smells really bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That's what I can say. He goes on to take on my boy Titus Worldwide, who hurrah. And Titus Worldwide just is like pretty upset at him because before he gets in the ring, obviously Lana's with him. He lays one on Lana, and Titus comes and chops the hell out of his chest like, "Hey man, that's another man's wife. You only kiss your kids on the mouth."
Yeah, I only kiss my kids on the mouth.
I kiss my son on the mouth all because I saw a billboard in Lake Elsinore with Titus O'Neil saying, "How do you love your kids?" And I was like, I got it now.
I got it.
I kiss my son.
Gotta smooch my kids, dude.
So yeah, he gets all pissed. Titus lights up his chest.
Yeah.
And that was pretty tight. And then after that,
can you guess who wins?
Oh, nobody, because it's a no finish again, dude. Here we go. We're back on our BS here at WWE. Before the match even started, we had saw a little thing where Rusev was coming into the building, who also was rocking an Adidas tracksuit with like a Patagonia vest and a bill. And some Yeezys were sick, but a bill that's like halfway up his dome piece. And this guy's fan comes in. He's like, Rusev, can I get a signature for my kid? And the security tries to stop him. And he goes, it's for his kid. Let him in. Show him Rusev's heart. And he goes to sign it. And the guy goes, you've been served in the state of Illinois. It's a restraining order. And the security makes Rusev leave. It's a restraining order from Lana. So here we are with this whole segment. And basically, it ends with disqualification because Rusev just shows up, takes out Bobby Lashley, and is violating this restraining order, beats the heck out of him. Lana's screaming.
Lana's so freaking annoying.
She's annoying. It's annoying. She's just screaming. And if you don't even care about
I guess that's the point.
I guess, but also the fact that she's like, I hate the fact that she has no accent anymore and then uses an accent, which is his name. Like she's like, no, Rusev, Rusev, Rusev. And you're like, dude, shut up. Honestly, I would rather be tied to a chair and have my ears just like implanted with high frequency hearing aids while I hear Santana say, "We're the best, the best, the best, the best."
Would you rather Lana or Vicky Guerrero? Vicky Guerrero.
Excuse me!
Because at least it's like a catchphrase. Her just saying Rusev, and no, she's such a bad actress.
Yeah, it's bad.
She's so bad at acting.
It's really bad.
I see better acting in Christian movies.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Nikki Bella, what's the Bella Twins show?
The Total Bellas.
Total Bellas, yeah. That's better acting in that show.
Absolutely, dude.
Anyway, so Rusev comes out. I actually kind of like this segment, not because of the
Oh my
storyline.
God.
Nah,
You're
listen,
on it, dude.
listen to me, dude. I liked the story. Not the storyline. I liked the segment because Rusev actually got to go over here.
Kinda.
He was beating the crap out of Bob Lashley, as he calls
Calls
him.
it Bob.
Bob. They fight up the ramp. Rusev drops Bobby Lashley onto the announcer's desk. At first, he throws him into the back, the big red screen,
The half pipe.
onto the announcer's desk. And then from the announcer's desk down off the stage. And then as he's getting pulled out by security, kicks down this, what do you even call those things?
Truss, a metal truss.
And lands on Bobby Lashley, and he gets to walk away kind of victorious for the night, which I was okay with. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I'll ride this out as long as Rusev goes over and gets a push.
I don't think it's happening. And
I don't think it's happening
I really
either.
think it's because he hasn't signed yet.
I have to put some sort of faith and trust in something that I have to watch every week.
Maybe that's the point. Is maybe it's that we don't have to watch.
No, I think we do. It's in our contract.
What contract? What did you sign?
The same thing you signed, dude.
Who told you to sign a contract?
The contract we have with WWE.
Dude, I think you accidentally confused WWE with R-Truth again. I think R-Truth got you to sign a contract. You might want to check the fine print on that. You might owe him $20 again.
Damn.
And a shot at the
$20.
Yeah, at the 24/7 17-19 European Television Hardcore Tag Team Elite War Games Championship.
War Games Championship. That'd be tight.
Anyway,
Up next,
AOP squash Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
we finally get AOP on the show. And it's hurting our boys, dude.
Next up, Andrade took on Akira
That's
Tozawa.
literally it. What else do you want me to say?
Next up, Andrade defeated Akira Tozawa.
I didn't even see that match. I was asleep.
You slept.
I was asleep.
It started and it was over. And
I took a little baby nap, and as soon as I woke up, we were on to Buddy Murphy versus Matt Hardy.
okay,
Matt Hardy returned,
This is
baby.
the only part of the show I loved. Matt Hardy's music hits, and I popped. I popped hard because I love Matt Hardy.
I do. Why did he come out as V1?
Because do you follow Free the Delete, brother?
I do.
You obsolete spot monkey mule, dude. He's fighting it. He even said he's like, Matt Hardy is here, but Broken Matt's here, and we just can't connect. We can't interlock. It's like our fingertips keep hitting. We just can't link up. And the only thing that was cool about this was Aleister Black and Matt had a pretty good match. Buddy Murphy and Matt Hardy have a good match. Lights up Matt with some serious knees. What I saw was cool is on Instagram, like we saw, Matt Hardy is in the back of gorilla position looking in the mirror, which is if you see freely every time he sees his reflection, he's seeing Broken Matt. And it said like, Matt returns, but what is this defeat to Buddy Murphy doing to him? And it's like, I really hope that they let him free the delete.
They're not going to. They've
know.
shown you time and time again.
They let him do Woken. Kind of. But he retired from that for his injury. Remember, they were semi-retired.
And the fact that his freaking brother's a drug addict.
Well, they're not going to bring Jeff back.
Yeah, but I feel like they just affiliate the two. Like if Jeff does something stupid, Matt Hardy also gets punished.
That's not true. Matt, I think it used to be that way, but now Matt has enough star power on his own with the free the delete and all that. I think that's why he's doing it. But anyway, he loses. Buddy Murphy gets a bloody nose out of this, and which Matt brought it to him. I thought Matt brought it to him well. And then Buddy Murphy calls out Aleister Black and knocks on the microphone and says, "I want to pick a fight." And all of a sudden, Aleister comes out. And he just lights him up with a knee, dude, of his own. It was phenomenal.
It was
Speaking
great.
of phenomenal.
we had AJ Styles, the United States champion, going up against our favorite boy, Humberto Del Rio.
Humberto El Patron.
El Patron, baby. Dale gas. Dale gas.
The fact that
you don't like that?
No, I do not like that at all.
Really?
It's the
Dude, he's
listen,
my favorite wrestler right
we're
now.
in California now, and even in California, the temperatures have dropped. Hot boy summer is over.
It's been over, dude. I'm so tired of his spaghetti string hair.
Yeah, I'm here for Fiend Fall.
Okay, so we also realized that he's been on the main roster how long, and I don't think he's ever won a match.
He's won one.
He's at least one, I
But
guess.
it's a bunch of no contests.
Yeah, and then he keeps getting title shots.
Can you imagine if they did care about wins and losses in WWE? You would have people whose record
Shit
for
would
the
hit the
year
fan.
would be like 3-1 and 28.
Yeah.
You're like, Jesus.
That would be who? Who would be 3-1 and 28?
Rollins, and that's a winning record. Yeah.
So we
we never get this match.
No, we don't get
because
this. Well, first of all, AJ Styles comes out by himself, which I thought was weird. I pointed it out. Wow, there's no OC. And as soon as Humberto El Patron starts walking down the ring, the OC comes up from behind him, attacks him. He's not medically cleared to then wrestle, which then
So we get no finish to a match.
no finish to a
that was
match.
advertised, okay.
So then we get
Ricochet.
Ricochet comes out first to challenge him for the United States title. AJ Styles says, no, I already beat you for the U.S. title. And then Randy Orton comes out, challenges. AJ Styles says, no, I beat you at Mania, so I decline. Then after that, we get Drew McIntyre, who I don't know why. I don't know why Drew McIntyre was just thrown in here. But I guess that would have made sense. I don't think they've wrestled yet.
I've never wrestled
Yeah.
ever, and even indies. So he said,
Yeah.
one more, let's do it for the first time ever. He said, you haven't beaten anybody, you haven't earned it. And then we get Rey Mysterio. Oh, no, he says, I would, but I'm real sore. I'm banged up.
Yeah.
In my match. And so, you know.
So then Rey Mysterio comes out, talks about how he's sore because he was beaten by Brock Lesnar. And then we were...
the reigning, defending WWE Lucha Libre star, slaying, conquering champion of the world, Brock Lesnar.
And how AJ Styles has no reason to be sore because he just got into a fight with the Beast.
The reigning, defending, undisputed, Lucha Libre conquering and slaying WWE heavyweight champion. And that is not a prediction. That is a spoiler. Brock Lesnar.
Thanks for the intro for the second time. Rey Mysterio hits the ring.
Welcome.
Has a mic. Rey Mysterio proves to be great on the mic still. Ricochet has this great idea to have a fatal four-way match, and that winner in the same night will face the phenomenal AJ Styles in a match in the same night for the U.S. title. And that match happens right now. So
I think one of the things that was crazy about this to me was something I noticed. I really miss having an authority figure.
I do too.
Like, who's running the show? Who approved that? Like, at least we know that, like, okay, Cody and Kenny, they're vice presidents and, like, you know, of talent relate people like that. Like, Cody makes matches.
Yeah.
You know, or Tony Khan makes matches, you know, like, and we see that, like, when John Moxley wants Omega and Tony says, you need you in my office, I can't sanction it. That adds some element to, like, okay, why is it unsanctioned? Oh, because the authorities said you can't have it.
Yeah.
It's like because your actions. Or, like, why does Cody get a shot at Jericho? Well, he's the vice president. He books the matches, and he makes the rankings. He's on top of the rankings, technically. You can argue with him, and
Yeah.
he gets punished for it still. Like, this is where a good authority figure would have come in.
But we don't have that anymore, and hopefully it comes back soon. Or they find some other way to figure it out or have more fluidity to the show, because at this point I feel like we're, as Joe told me a little bit ago, we're 4 months away from WrestleMania.
April 5th. So
That's the 4th month. So 4.5 months away from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I just feel like nothing is even
planted.
beginning to be planted. Yeah.
And nothing from here started either.
So
We have nothing for Lesnar anymore. We have nothing really for The Fiend. We have nothing for Seth Rollins except maybe this Kevin Owens group, which I doubt they're going to carry all the way to Mania.
they're not.
We have nothing for AJ Styles except for a repeat of Randy Orton. We have nothing for all anyone. The only thing we have seeds planted for is goddamn Rusev and Bobby Lashley.
I swear to God, if that goes till WrestleMania, I'm so done.
It's going to.
No, it's not.
His contract expires after Mania.
It's not going to Mania. I don't believe it. I'll never believe it.
On God.
So we had a fatal 4-way match. It was a good match. We got some good spots. All these 4 wrestlers are great in the ring. We had an exchange between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton.
That was brutal. That was really a cool part of the match. Or the
Coolest part of the match for sure. Drew
Orton
McIntyre lights up Randy Orton's chest.
He tries to no sell.
Yeah, he tries to no sell, but couldn't do it. It hurt too bad.
He hits it and he kind of takes a deep breath and he goes, and he just like he gets a position here.
Yeah.
He hits Drew.
But here's the thing. Drew doesn't take it.
No, Drew takes it. I'm telling you, Drew takes it. The thing is that Drew does though is Drew.
He kind of backed up. He backs
He
up.
doesn't back up. Drew pushes his chest out more, so it's not so like in the. He doesn't hit the clop here between your pecs. He just pushes it out so that if you're coming flat, I mean, think about it, if you're trying to hit an arm, it's going around something. So he's pushing his chest out more to eat it. It's still gonna hurt. It's not like he's throwing his arms up like most guys do, just kind of hitting across the thing. But he took it. He took a step back, put his chest out.
I don't know.
He also has more hair.
I know. I feel that.
But Drew eats. He no sells all chops basically.
Even he no sold Walter's chop. That's just something you can't do.
Yeah, that's a rough one. But then again, that also makes him look super strong.
Even though he's never won a match, I feel like.
Yeah,
every time I've seen Drew McIntyre, he's not winning.
Anyway, we get Randy Orton about to be on the verge of winning, and then he's pulled out by the OC, and Rey Mysterio is the winner, and he's gonna fight him right now. That's happening right here.
So the reason AJ Styles didn't want to face Randy Orton, I feel like he was too scared, which is why Rey Mysterio got the pinfall. And AJ Styles actually, you could see him clapping like, okay, I can fight this little twerp, So we get AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio for the United States title. Again, a good match. Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles put a great match on. Really back and forth. We had a spot towards the end of the match where
619 happens.
Rey Mysterio hits a 619. AJ Styles hits the referee, knocks him down
for an uncomfortably long time.
Yeah, this referee was down for a hot boy minute.
He's been down as long as Humberto Del Rio's push has been.
Yeah, way too long.
Yeah.
So Rey Mysterio hops in the ring, goes to cover AJ Styles. The ref won't wake up. He's knocked unconscious from this push.
He's in a coma.
Yeah. And we get Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows coming in to beat up Rey Mysterio as they do, which I get it. But the whole ref thing I don't get. Rey Mysterio, I don't even...
Well, they get ejected, and then when they're getting ejected, I don't know how it even happens, but they don't even get ejected. They interfere, and then Randy Orton shows up, and they try to stop Randy Orton.
They did get ejected.
No, they got ejected in the freaking Fatal 4-Way, didn't they not? Yeah, they got ejected in the Fatal 4-Way. Which is so, I don't understand, like, having them there and not there. Like, it makes AJ Styles kind of look weak. I get he's a heel, but he also was one of the longest rating, like, WWE champions of the modern era. And it's like, this was bad all around. Randy Orton comes out of nowhere to help Rey Mysterio, which I don't understand.
I didn't understand that either. I thought he was supposed to be a heel.
And so it makes Rey Mysterio honestly look weaker, in my opinion. He hits a 619 on AJ Styles, and from the 619 is an RKO. The referee this whole time is out. But I guess the force of this out of nowhere sudden slam
woke him right up,
and Randy just slides out the ring
because he heard the snake, dude.
He probably heard the whistling and rattling and whatever, and he just hits a frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Dominic comes out, and there was a part of my heart when he put Ray on his shoulders that he was just gonna do the Batista and just turn on his dad.
Dude, I miss Batista.
I'm waiting for Dominic to turn on his dad.
It's not gonna happen, dude.
You don't know that. Let me do it. Next up, we have Kevin Owens cutting a promo on Seth Rollins. Which I thought was phenomenal. I thought it was one of the best parts of the night.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is always going to be great on the mic. He's always been great, and he always will be great. Basically talking about how the first stunner was just a tester. The second stunner is going to turn the Monday Night Rollins into the Kevin Owens show.
Yeah, he really actually hits a really cool kind of subtle shoot. I wish that they let him shoot.
Me too.
But he gave a subtle shoot saying, I don't know who I am. I've known who I am since I laced my boots up 20 years ago. You, on the other hand, don't know who you are. You're whoever the promoters and the people at hand tell you to be. Which is, I mean, it's kind of
true.
Right?
It's very true.
He's like, I'm always going to be Kevin Owens, but
Yeah.
who are you? Kind of a thing, which I thought was really great. Next up, we get Asuka going up against my queen.
Good match. It was a good match. Asuka goes over here with the use of the green mist. I don't understand. Charlotte Flair, like midway through the match, just starts chasing Kairi Sane out of the ring.
Because she was like distracting her, kind of.
I guess.
And then Kairi Sane comes back looking like Diddy Kong, just like, hey, over here. It just looks like the most typical like distraction. Like, hey, over here. Like you're distracting a T-Rex.
No, it's like when you're trying to get your child to take a picture.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, look at me,
oh,
look at me.
Yeah. It's just like, what were you doing? And then that distracted Charlotte. You know better than that, my queen.
She starts swinging through the ropes. Asuka hits this hip attack that they call it.
That was earlier. So when she comes back, she went to go outside to get her, remember? And Asuka was outside. She threw her into the
Into the
post.
The post.
And then Asuka rolls in the ring. Then Kairi gets up and tries to distract the referee and does the same thing, which worked on the referee.
Yeah.
And what's so funny, I didn't notice it until I thought about it. So if you notice when the match started, Charlotte had still some of the green in her hair from last night.
Oh, really?
And so when she went to take the mist this time, she pulled her hair back. Did you not see it?
No.
When she walks up to watch it back, she pulls her hair back and turns around like she's like, looks like she's just trying to pull her hair back so she could get in it. But when she turns around, she takes the whole spray and then she covers her face. And I was like, my girl knows what she's doing, dude. She's gonna protect the hair, girl.
Yeah, you get it, girl. You get it.
But yeah, I was disappointed in this. I don't know where this is going.
I don't know either. But I mean, if at least Asuka is a good enough performer to where I'm like, okay, like I could see Asuka defeating Charlotte. Like that makes sense to me. Especially with the help of Kairi Sane and the green mist. At least it wasn't a clean win, you know. So we'll see where this goes from here. I mean, I would really enjoy an Asuka Charlotte feud
Again?
Yeah, I mean,
I think there needs to be something a little more at stake. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna end up with Charlotte bringing up somebody to be her partner.
yeah, Natalia.
Whatever it is, I don't know. Next up, Eric Rowan is still slinging around Hornswoggle under a tarp, and
I swear to God, if it's Hornswoggle,
it's
Hornswoggle. Gonna be
Hornswoggle.
so over
Kyle
this.
Roberts, the jobber, comes out and gets an extra beating because he took a peek and he saw Hornswoggle. He probably just like, that's a human in there, maybe. And
kind of halfway.
and just all that happens is Rowan takes the cage that he has Hornswoggle in, and he leaves. And now to our main
Perfect.
event.
Eric Rowan for the win, baby.
And I like you said it. You said it perfectly. I hate the fact that I just want to know what's under that damn.
Yeah,
fucking
and
tarp.
I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna keep watching freaking Raw every Monday night because I want to know what's in this stupid freaking cage.
It's gonna be something so stupid, and I'm gonna be so mad.
I know I'm gonna be pissed. Whatever, dude. To finish, go
It's
ahead.
probably gonna be the 24/7 title.
Oh my God, that'd be sick.
That would not be sick.
To finish off the night, we have Kevin Owens going up against Seth Rollins, which I was so excited for. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna get a great match to end off the night.
It wasn't even
KO.
that great.
I know it wasn't that good. That's what I'm saying. I was so excited for it to be a great match, and it didn't end up being that good.
Kevin was good though. He was really good.
Kevin's always good.
But this was like he got to show a little more. He got to do the swanton to the outside,
He got to do the pop-up powerbomb.
which I don't like as a sit out, and you know that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the sit out. I liked it when it was just like a.
Yeah. This match was back and forth until it wasn't back and forth because
Well, who won?
it didn't end. It was a no finish.
It was a no finish again, a DQ. Technically, I guess Kevin Owens wins, but they didn't announce that because we didn't get your winner or
Yeah.
a bell ring. All that happened was AOP came out after they've already wrestled her the night, decided to take a shower and put on a nice
Nice suit. They look good in their Sunday
Armani,
best.
probably? I imagine some Armani. The shoes looked Armani.
Yeah.
Came out, and they're both facing Rollins. One's facing Rollins, one's facing Kevin, and Kevin gets up to his feet, and Kevin just realizes this is not a good position. He elbows one in the face.
What if he did it so that he would get so that Rollins would get DQ'd and he would win? Because he's that smart,
Well, the problem is that would matter if it was somewhere where wins and losses counted.
I guess. Like AEW.
Yeah. So anyway, when that happens, the other AOP brethren turns around and they just start beating the crap out of Owens, and if you just look at the crowd, they're all just looking up the ramp, waiting for someone to save Kevin Owens.
Something that I noticed was that this wasn't like they weren't booing AOP. Like, they wasn't very loud. It was very silent here.
Yeah, they weren't
like-
giving him real heat. They were more like, this is lame.
This is stupid.
Yeah, we got no finishes. I mean, like, let's look. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. That's true. We got a pretty good amount of finishes.
But even if, can I just have 1 week with all finishes? Like, why do I have to have a no finish every week?
Yeah, that's true. I don't understand the no contest, but AOP gets him, and then the AOP turns around and turns their attention to Rollins. Rollins squares up, and instead they walk out. But instead of it, what I thought would have made a phenomenal story would have been if they all turned to Rollins and Rollins got up and he was hyping himself up, and he would have looked at them and smiled and put his hand out to shake their hand, and they all just embraced him in a hug like he had it planned the whole time.
That would have been
with the suits on. I would have been
perfect.
like, there we go. There's a character. There's a character, but no. He goes and looks at him. He says, come on, burn it down.
We're burning it down.
Come
burn it down. Yep.
And what happens is they leave the ring, and then he curb stomps Kevin Owens more.
Which I guess is kind of a heel turn.
No, he just
Kind
ends the
of.
show, and then he just tells them, we could have made this show great if we worked together, but you had to learn the hard way. And then just they keep booing.
Why didn't you burn it down with me, Kevin Owens? We could have been the burn it downs.
Awful.
Burn it down.
Awful. That was Raw. I give Raw a big fat stinky D.
A stinky D
It
is
was
a booty
big
hole,
old
dude?
yeah, stinky D.
I don't know. I would give it a C. It
was
was
a
pretty
D.
solid.
It was
Here's
a
the thing:
D.
is they keep ending on a bad note. That's
They
my
started
issue
on
here.
a bad note. They ended on a bad
I
note.
liked the beginning, dude. I liked it.
Matt Hardy was the biggest highlight of the show. I wasn't even that interested in how they introduced Buddy Murphy Alistair. There should have been more mystique to Alistair Black. Like when he called him out and he said, like, I'm here to pick a fight, light should have came off, light should have come up, and he's in the ring sitting down. And Buddy looks at him, tried to kick him, and he did the whole roll back, kip up, elbow. Like it should have been more like this mystique, and then Buddy rolls out the ring before he gets black mass, and he just sits in the ring, and the lights go down, lights go up, he's gone. It would have been way cooler, but instead, it's just like, why you gotta do my boy Matt like that? Like, it's like he's like, I don't know.
He's the third wheel in that little thing there.
Only other thing is we get a little teaser for SmackDown. They don't talk about anything. They don't talk about Roman Reigns winning Survivor Series for the men's Survivor Series match. They don't talk about anything with the tag team champions. They don't talk about anything with Nakamura taking the pinfall. They don't talk about Miz TV. They don't even talk about Daniel Bryan. They talk about the only thing in WWE that matters, Bray Wyatt.
I mean, it is true, though. What else do you have to promote? You don't have to promote anything else. People are going to tune in for the Firefly Funhouse that they promoted on Raw. They're going to tune in on Friday for that. And whatever else they have planned, people are going to watch.
Well, that's exactly what they got you. They announced that there is going to be a new face in the Firefly Funhouse. So what are your thoughts on that as we kind of close out? What do you think? Who do you think it is? You had a pretty good take. I didn't even think about.
I thought it was going to be Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan maybe in like a vegan, maybe dressed in green or something, like Captain Planet. Captain Planet Bryan.
I thought about when you said that, because I heard you about to say it. I was like, there could be that. I thought, what if he got to be there, and it was Daniel Bryan fully like WrestleMania 30. He was wearing his old Yes shirt, like the red one with the yes, 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 the wrist taped, the old goat, like the goat freaking
Like kick pads.
And the whole time he was Mr. Positive, yes, yes. Like he was just like forever in the nostalgia of this gimmick that he had. Like
That'd be sick.
the
That'd be
happiest.
sick.
But I think it might be Liv Morgan.
Yeah. Liv, like I said, if we do have a Miz TV on SmackDown, Liv Morgan did post a picture on her Twitter today that was just the WWE sign upside down, like the Miz's logo, which I don't get. So I hope that gets some more clarity. I hope that Liv Morgan gets some more clarity because I'm very intrigued by her social media. She's got me on a fishing line right now.
Yeah, the only other thought I had was that maybe we get Luke Harper back because he's on SmackDown and Eric Rowan's on Raw.
Maybe.
And
I don't
that's
want that.
You don't want it?
No, I think Luke Harper needs to be a single star finally. I mean, he's never going to be a star because
Well, his contract's up in April, so it's like
You think he's leaving?
This might be the best thing that they do for him is that they're like, hey, we only have 5 months to get this guy to want to resign, and if they didn't think he was a star to go to AEW, they would have just let him go.
Yeah.
Because they let other people go that they didn't think were stars, you know. But I think that they're like, hey, let's try to get this guy to resign. What if we put him with the hottest thing in wrestling right now?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But anyway, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. Other than that, we'll be tuning into the Wednesday Night Wars. This Wednesday, we got the one and only Diamond Dallas Page presenting the Diamond Dynamite ring in the finals of MJF and Cowboy. It's not even Cowboy.
It's Hangman.
Yeah, it's Hangman. I was going to call him Cowboy Bob Orton almost. Yeah, Hangman Adam Page. Apparently, the ring's worth $45K.
Wow.
They're just throwing money out there. I love it.
I guess. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, so we got that setting up there. And, of course, we get to hear from the heavyweight champion of that show.
Yeah, we also get Scorpio Sky versus Chris Jericho for the title.
That's sick to have the world title defended.
All the time.
Yeah. It's been defended more on regular scheduled programming than the Universal title ever has been or the WWE title now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, last time it got defended was in LA, the kickoff of Fox, and since before that, I don't know. But anyway, sound off. Let us know what you think. We'll be catching you guys on Wednesday as well. I've been Big Joe Yarbrough.
And I am Dylan Pack. Again, thank you guys for your continued support of the dGenerationXL podcast, where we bring you all things wrestling all around the world. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video.